Welcome to Vina Home Garden. Transform your outdoor and indoor spaces into thriving, beautiful havens with our gardening tips, DIY projects, and creative home decor ideas. Whether you're a seasoned gardener or just starting out, Vina Home Garden offers practical advice, step-by-step tutorials, and inspiration to make your space bloom. What we cover: easy gardening tips for beginners, creative landscaping ideas, indoor plant care, DIY garden decor projects, seasonal planting guides, budget-friendly home garden transformations. Join our community of plant lovers and home enthusiasts. Subscribe now to get weekly updates and inspiration to grow your dream garden. In 2026, minimalist front yard gardens have become a defining feature of modern tiny homes, proving that beauty does not depend on size. A 3M x 3M front yard may seem modest, but with thoughtful design, it transforms into a powerful visual statement that welcomes visitors and calms the homeowner. This small outdoor space serves as the first impression of the home, blending architecture and nature into a single harmonious view. Minimalist design focuses on clarity, balance, and intentional choices, allowing every plant, stone, and line to have purpose. In this tiny front yard garden, simplicity becomes the ultimate luxury, offering a serene moment before stepping inside the home. Minimalist gardens are rooted in the idea of less but better. Instead of filling every corner with plants, the design carefully selects a few strong elements that work together visually and functionally. In a 3M x 3M space, this philosophy is essential. Clean lines, open ground, and negative space help the garden feel larger and more breathable. The goal is not to impress with complexity, but to soothe with order. Each element is placed intentionally, creating rhythm and balance that feels modern and timeless. This approach aligns perfectly with tiny home living, where simplicity supports both beauty and daily practicality. Planning the layout is the foundation of a successful tiny front yard garden. In such a compact area, zoning becomes crucial. One corner might be dedicated to greenery, another to hardscape, and a central path guides the eye toward the entrance. Straight or gently angled pathways emphasize modern design and make the space feel structured. Avoid clutter by limiting the number of focal points. A single sculptural plant, a stone feature, or a minimalist bench can anchor the entire garden. By keeping circulation clear and proportions balanced, the front yard feels open, organized, and welcoming despite its small size. Plant choice defines the character of a minimalist garden. For a modern 3x3m front yard, fewer plants with strong forms work best. Ornamental grasses, compact shrubs, or a small statement tree provide structure without overwhelming the space. In 2026, sustainability is key, so drought-tolerant and low-maintenance plants are favored. Neutral green tones dominate, with subtle variations in texture rather than bright colors. This restrained palette keeps the garden calm and cohesive. Each plant is given space to breathe, allowing its natural shape to shine and reinforcing the minimalist aesthetic. Hardscape plays a major role in a minimalist tiny home garden. Materials such as concrete slabs, natural stone, or smooth gravel create contrast with the softness of plants. In a 3m x 3m front yard, these elements must be carefully scaled. Large format pavers make the area feel more expansive, while straight edges enhance the modern look. The color palette remains neutral, often featuring shades of gray, beige, or soft earth tones. These surfaces not only add visual interest, but also improve functionality, providing stable pathways and reducing maintenance. Lighting transforms a small front yard garden after sunset. In minimalist design, subtlety is essential. Soft ground lights, hidden LED strips, or low bollard lights highlight key features without overpowering the space. In a 3M x 3M garden, lighting can visually expand the area by creating depth and shadow. Warm, diffused light enhances the natural textures of plants and stone, making the front yard feel inviting at night. Thoughtful lighting also improves safety and emphasizes the home's modern character, ensuring the garden remains beautiful around the clock. A minimalist front yard garden relies on a controlled color palette to maintain harmony. Greens, grays, and natural stone hues dominate, creating a calm and modern atmosphere. Instead of color contrast, texture becomes the main design tool. Smooth concrete pairs with rough gravel, while fine grass blades contrast with broad leaves. In a small 3M x 3M space, this balance of textures adds depth without visual clutter. The result is a refined garden that feels layered and intentional, offering visual interest while staying true to minimalist principles. Even the smallest front yard must serve a purpose. In a tiny home setting, the front garden often acts as a transition zone between public and private space. A narrow path, a small seating stone, or a planter wall can guide movement and define boundaries. Minimalist design ensures these features remain subtle and integrated. Every functional element is also aesthetic, contributing to the overall composition. This dual-purpose approach is essential in 2026, where smart design maximizes both beauty and usability in limited spaces. One of the greatest advantages of a minimalist front yard garden is ease of maintenance. With fewer plants and simple materials, upkeep becomes manageable and stress-free. In a 3M x 3M space, regular cleaning, light pruning, and occasional checks are enough to keep the garden looking fresh. Choosing durable materials and resilient plants ensures the design ages gracefully. This long-term perspective aligns with modern living, where homeowners seek sustainable beauty that fits busy lifestyles without constant effort. The Minimalist Frontyard garden for a modern 3M x 3M tiny home represents the future of residential outdoor design in 2026. It shows how thoughtful planning, simplicity, and intentional choices can transform even the smallest space into a powerful design statement. This tiny garden is not just decoration, it is an extension of the home's philosophy, reflecting calm, clarity, and modern elegance. By embracing minimalism, homeowners create a front yard that feels spacious, timeless, and deeply connected to contemporary living. In a minimalist front yard garden, the relationship between the tiny home and the outdoor space is deeply intentional. The 3M x 3M garden is designed to echo the architectural lines of the house, creating a seamless visual flow. Straight edges, simple geometry, and consistent materials help blur the boundary between indoors and outdoors. In 2026, this connection becomes even more important as homeowners seek harmony rather than separation. The front yard is no longer an afterthought, but a continuation of the home's design language, reinforcing a sense of unity and calm. Vertical elements are powerful tools in compact front yard gardens. When horizontal space is limited, height adds dimension and interest. Slim trellises, vertical planters, or narrow feature walls can elevate the design without overcrowding the ground. In a 3M x 3M space, vertical greenery draws the eye upward, making the garden feel taller and more expansive. Minimalist design keeps these elements clean and uncluttered, often using a single vertical accent to create focus while maintaining openness. In 2026, minimalist water features are gaining popularity in tiny front yard gardens. A small reflecting basin, a simple stone bowl, or a narrow water channel can introduce gentle movement and sound. In a compact 3M x 3M layout, water must be subtle and controlled. The goal is not drama, but tranquility. Clean edges and still surfaces reflect light and sky, enhancing the sense of space. This quiet presence of water adds balance and a soothing atmosphere to the minimalist front yard. Modern minimalist gardens emphasize sustainability as a core value. Recycled stone, permeable paving, and locally sourced materials reduce environmental impact while supporting a natural aesthetic. In a small front yard, these choices are easier to manage and more visible. Every material tells a story of responsibility and care. In 2026, eco-conscious design is not a trend, but an expectation, and minimalist front yard gardens reflect this shift by combining beauty with ethical choices. Technology quietly enhances minimalist front yard gardens without disrupting their simplicity. Automated lighting, smart irrigation, and discrete sensors help maintain the garden efficiently. In a 3M x 3M space, these systems remain hidden, supporting the clean visual style. Smart technology ensures plants receive the right amount of water and light while reducing waste. This integration reflects the modern lifestyle of 2026, where technology works in the background to support sustainable, low-maintenance living. A well-designed minimalist front yard garden looks beautiful throughout the year. Plant selection and layout consider seasonal changes, ensuring the space remains attractive in different weather conditions. Evergreens, structured shrubs, and textural materials maintain form even when flowers fade. In a tiny garden, seasonal adaptability prevents the space from feeling empty or neglected. This thoughtful planning allows the 3M x 3M front yard to evolve naturally while preserving its clean and modern identity. Privacy is an important consideration for front yard gardens, especially in urban settings. Minimalist design achieves privacy without heavy walls or dense hedges. Frosted panels, space slats, or carefully placed plants create subtle screening. In a small front yard, these elements protect personal space while maintaining openness. The result is a balanced environment that feels secure yet welcoming, aligning perfectly with modern tiny home living in 2026. Minimalist front yard gardens often draw inspiration from global design traditions. Japanese Zen gardens, Scandinavian simplicity, and modern urban landscapes influence the aesthetic. In a 3M x 3M space, these influences appear through restrained plant choices, natural materials, and calm compositions. The garden becomes a quiet cultural expression, blending global ideas into a personal and modern interpretation suitable for tiny homes. Even the most minimalist garden benefits from a clear focal point. In a compact front yard, a single statement element anchors the entire design. This could be a sculptural plant, a stone feature, or a minimalist art piece. By limiting the number of focal points, the garden avoids visual chaos. The eye is guided naturally, creating a sense of order and intention that defines modern minimalist design. Pathways in a minimalist front yard do more than provide access, they guide perception. A simple path leading to the entrance creates direction and rhythm. In a 3M x 3M garden, straight or subtly angled paths enhance spatial clarity. Materials and spacing are chosen carefully to maintain balance. This understated design approach ensures movement feels natural and intuitive, reinforcing the calm atmosphere of the garden. Minimalist front yard gardens influence how people feel when approaching a home. The clean lines, open space, and restrained elements create a sense of calm and clarity. In 2026, emotional well-being is a key design consideration. A small 3M x 3M garden becomes a moment of pause, offering relief from visual noise and urban stress. This emotional impact is one of the most powerful qualities of minimalist design. Beyond functionality, lighting acts as a design statement in minimalist gardens. Carefully placed lights highlight textures, edges, and plants without overwhelming the space. In a tiny front yard, lighting creates layers and depth after dark. The garden transforms into a subtle nighttime scene, extending its beauty beyond daylight hours while maintaining simplicity and elegance. Minimalist front yard gardens bridge the gap between nature and urban life. In dense neighborhoods, a 3M x 3M garden becomes a personal green refuge. The design emphasizes natural elements while respecting urban constraints. This balance reflects modern living in 2026, where connection to nature is essential, even within limited spaces. A well-designed minimalist front yard adds long-term value to a tiny home. Its timeless aesthetic resists trends and remains relevant for years. Durable materials and simple layouts age gracefully, reducing the need for frequent redesigns. In a small space, every decision has lasting impact, making thoughtful planning a valuable investment for homeowners. Minimalism does not mean lack of personality. Small details allow homeowners to express individuality. A favorite plant, a unique stone, or a subtle color accent personalizes the garden. In a 3M x 3M front yard, these touches are carefully controlled to maintain harmony while reflecting personal taste. This balance defines modern minimalist living. For tiny home residents, the front yard often becomes part of daily life. Walking through the garden each morning creates a ritual of calm and awareness. The minimalist design supports this routine by offering clarity and order. In 2026, such small moments of connection with nature are increasingly valued in busy lifestyles. The minimalist front yard garden for a modern 3M x 3M tiny home represents a refined vision of future living. It combines simplicity, sustainability, and emotional comfort into a compact yet powerful space. As 2026 embraces thoughtful design, these tiny gardens stand as symbols of balance between nature, architecture, and modern life, proving that even the smallest front yard can deliver lasting beauty and meaning.